I chose to not hide myself anymore. The day began in silence. In my old kitchen, though, I peeled, stirred, and seasoned not just food but a dream. With every slice and every spice, I whispered intention, kosher dishes carefully crafted for Pesach to nourish not only bodies but hearts. My legs were tired, Shabbat had just passed, my sacred time to rest, but something deeper was moving me. A longing to share, to connect, to celebrate life on the morning of freedom. I've often feared birthdays, not for the years passing, but for the ache of being forgotten. Every year, I hide in a shell waiting for someone to remember me, but this time I chose to remember myself. I invited without knowing who would come. I planned without knowing that would happen, and I gave not expecting to receive, expect the quiet joy of being true. So I packed my mat, my homemade food, my voice, and all the courage I could carry. The eucalyptus trees swayed in the breeze, children played, life was happening all around us, and slowly people arrived. One by one, friends, students, souls I love. We sat on the earth, unrolled our mats, breathed together, moved together, and opened it. I couldn't help but remember back in 2018 when I had my first birth chart reading. My astrologer looked at me and said, "I see you singing mantras, teaching yoga, holding space for others." At the time, I was teaching Portuguese to American diplomats. Yoga, mantras, therapy, those are not part of my world, not yet. I couldn't imagine becoming that person, especially not here in my country, in my language, in public. But here I was, living the vision. I didn't know I could claim. Creating communities, sharing the wisdom of Kabbalah, yoga, somatic healing, teaching what I've learned, speaking what I once feared, holding space with the voice I once thought I had to silence. And those old fears of public speaking, of being seen, of being wrong, they were no longer fears, they were footsteps I've already taken. And just this morning, as I sat in meditation, I felt it again. This path I've chosen, or that chose me, it transforms lives. Because it's not just about the postures, it's not just about the breath, it's about healing, reprogramming the body from the inside out. Through somatic therapy, through Tantra, Kabbalah, something powerful happens when you unite those practices with the depth of yoga. It becomes metamorphosis, a return to essence, a remembering. I watch it in my students. Their bodies change, their movements soften and strengthen, and then their lives begin to move too. Because my work is about movement, the kind that starts within and flows outward into relationships, into purpose, into the courage to make life happen, aligned with your values, alive with your truth. And then I sing. A mantra I've learned with my own hands, my own heart. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Words that carry the very essence of Pesach, the liberation from Egypt, from ego, from every narrow place inside us. I was vulnerable, I was self-taught, and still I was held, seen, celebrated. I led a sacred Seder moment showing Matzah, sharing wine, and telling the story of our liberation. Most of my friends are not Jewish here in Brazil. Most of my students don't know Kabbalah, but I wanted to share a glimpse of what freedom means to me. A student's husband, Jewish by birth, stood with tears in his eyes when he saw the matzah, the kosher wine. A part of him reawakened. A part of all of us all did. And amidst it all, a little boy sang happy birthday behind me. I didn't notice at first, but the universe did. And I felt it deeply, because this was my gift to myself, to stop hiding, to celebrate not despite my fear, but because I choose to love beyond it. And the gift I received was belonging, not just to a moment, but to the fullness of who I am. And today, on my birthday, another truth revealed itself to me. We often expect new beginnings to arrive like lightning. We want the fresh start, the new chapter to bloom instantly. But life doesn't work that way. New roots take time, new dreams need seasons. Everything must be planted, nurtured, and allow it to grow. And my greatest lesson now is this: to have patience with the seeds I plant, to thank the rejections because they are not a detour, they are protection. They guide me back to the garden I meant to tend. And when the flowers bloom, that's confirmation, that's grace. So I embrace the harvest. I care for what's already blossoming. And I listen for the right moment to plant again. This too is liberation. This too is love.